Thank you so much. Wonderful delivery. And that is the first solution for the problem of the day, talking about comedians and how they should be given the free space to put out the materials that will make them the comedians that they are. In an interview with Lekzy Decomic, he suggested some ways that we can do this. We listened to the tape and we are still looking for solutions. So how about you? Let's read from you as well. On Twitter, you can do so via Zylofon 1021 FM, Zylofon 1021 FM, and the hashtag is still Showbiz Agenda, trending at number 4 at the moment in Ghana. So let's do more. Now, let me read some tweets. Same way we'll do Facebook. I'll be reading your commentary from Facebook as well. There will be a post, a special post where you can also drop your commentaries there. Let me read them as well. Be part of the discussion. Now, this is the problem of the day. Let's look for solutions for our entertainment industry, for the bigger picture, like Kobiche has been saying. Now, Chris Diggy Highest says, good morning, Sammy. Lekzy is right. Kenny Black in Nigeria always makes fun of their president, while the vice president is around. It's just comedy. Let's allow them the space to function as well. All right, thank you. And Don Yaro says, I totally agree with that Hafko opinion. Please wish beautiful Abina a nice birthday for me. Okay, thank you so much, Don Yaro. Don. Now, Kennedy Ken Love Coffee says, good morning, champ. Maybe I like this Lekzy, the comic guy, so much because he's so intelligent and too talented for my liking. Great guy with the delivery. Okay, thank you so much. Now, Shatta Baroque City says, Brasami, what Lekzy, the comic, is saying is right because the thing is comedy, so why should you take it personal, huh? Ghanaians be some way, they don't understand the word comedy. Matrikra. Okay. Now, Efo Kojo Alode says, please, with regards to comedy, no one should take offense if it comes to their direction. This is tantamount to a pastor preaching against something bad you did within the week. We just have to be tolerant as a nation. All right, thank you so much. And who else is here? All right, so TJ is telling us the song is Impumalanga and not Inkumalanga, as some people are also saying there. Yes, I'm sure TJ, we corrected that before, so check that for us as well. All right, now Bra Polly says, Sammy, these comedians are not serious. They will throw and make fun of people every day, but when you return the favor, they will block you. And making fun of people is not the only way they can do better. I know who you're talking about. Now, Sammy Niba Network says, Ghana dear Bibina Dawson, comedy to Wahala Day. Kai, okay. Now, Emmanuel Ajinab, a campaign, he says, good morning, Sammy. Ghanaians are emotional. What you may take as a mere joke, we take it as World Cup. Every joke must affect somebody for someone to laugh. The comedian will not get the words if there is nothing funny about the thing being discussed. Okay, thank you so much. And when I come back, I'll surely read your Facebook commentaries as well. Brah.
Yes, sister. Sorry.
Oh, sister saying. Jaisa. That ben am your sister.
Brian is sister.
As I dream one year boys.
Brian is sister.
As a unyamia. This is our friend sister. Okay, Brian, what's your solution to Lekzy the Comic's point of view?
I don't know if I have a solution, but I'll take from what he has said, and then you see, they shouldn't be perturbed. You know, all these things happening around, they should see it as part of the growing process of the comedy industry. They shouldn't. It's not as if it's peculiar to Ghana alone. Even in the advanced world, who said that all these top names like the Dave Chappelle that I've mentioned, Kevin Hart, all these guys never had, issues with some jokes they dropped. They've all had issues. They've grown beyond the issues. Even as we speak, there are certain jokes that you dare not say, on certain platforms. I doubt if any comedian will comfortably be throwing about gay jokes and, lesbianism jokes in America or some of these countries where gays and lesbians are a serious, subject matter. You dare not say certain things about them. And you say it and they'll come after you. They should know that there's a price to pay for every joke. In fact, every profession has its own price you pay sometimes. A journalist will tell you, I have the right to publish whichever story I want, but certain stories, you have some price to pay for them. A military man will tell you, I can, fly the bullet as and when. But there are rules You know, you can't just do it because you have the gun. You pay a price for certain things you do. And the same way, in comedy, there are certain jokes that when you drop, you pay a price for it. Do you think we can have 100% sensitization to the point where the people will accept that we will never get angry at any joke you put out? 100%,
no, you still get some few people.
Yes, you can't have 100% result. And Lekzy himself admitted that anytime you drop a joke, some people are happy, others are sad, or others get angry. It is for some people, it is against, certain people. Now, if something is against you, there's always a reaction. The way someone will react when angry is different from the way the other person will react, but there's always a reaction to an extent. Okay. So some of the reactions will be they coming backstage and warning you, or getting on your social media platform, blasting you, or actually telling you not to drop such jokes again. They should know that these things form a part of it. It shouldn't be headache, or it shouldn't be something they see it as Ghanaians being anti-comedy, or they just don't like the comedians.
Ghanaians being emotional.
No. If you understand and agree that Ghanaians are emotional, then you should know how you deal with them. It's as simple as that. You do comedy, you find yourself in a certain market. America has its own market. UK has its own market. Ghana has its own market. You look at the people you're dealing with and how to go about things with them. It's as simple as that. If you want to use the American example, lift it from there and bring it to Ghana, when the market or the populace have a different way they understand things, a different way they digest even information you give them.
A different orientation.
Yes, different orientation, different background. And looking at the kind of problems we have and how we go about our solutions. If you just want to say Kevin Hart said it, nobody complained, and so why are you complaining when I say it in Ghana? Kevin Hart didn't say it in Ghana, for crying out loud. You are saying yours in Ghana. Perhaps he said it in some O2 arena where the people who came had a lot to eat, a lot to drink, and were absolutely happy. But you are saying it perhaps just when a certain big political party lost power and his people are there to see if they could laugh. So, so the circumstance bringing the people there sometimes also counts. The feel of the moment at the time sometimes also counts. A joke could be bad today, you say the same joke tomorrow and people will be laughing. That joke that your boy Obi dropped, that folks got angry. He could drop the same joke maybe a few weeks after that day, and he'll be surprised nobody will come.
Or better still, if he drops that joke when Mahama is in power, I'm not sure.
I'm not sure he'll get that result. Yeah. So if they know these things, I don't think they should be angry. They should rather know how to deal with situations like that. As a comedian, you should know that there will be times your joke won't fly. There will be times your joke will fall on, dry ground where people get very angry. But when they are angry and they start coming hard at you, does it mean you are going to stop doing comedy? Are you going to, tighten up your jokes? Are you going to say, I'm dropping political jokes? What will you do to still keep you fresh and wanted by the people? This is what you should be thinking about. Your problem shouldn't be the fact that people get angry when you drop jokes. Your problem should be how you can get back to them for them to accept you even after they've been angry at you. Because the truth is, people will always get angry no matter what, because you won't have 100% sensitization where the people accept that, look, no matter what you say, we no go bore. Sure, people go bore. You could drop a joke as normal as somebody and girlfriend, and you have a couple in there getting very angry. And they could carry it on you, and you say, why are these people so angry? But look, you are dealing with people who are there with various reasons and with various troubles, and not just troubles, various degrees or levels of trouble. So if you are not lucky, somebody could actually shoot you on stage. If you are not lucky, somebody could actually throw bottles at you on stage. The same person will meet you in a different platform or at a different platform and be happy with what you say. You see, so comedians should understand this. They should know it's part of the growing process of the industry. In fact, if these things do not come up, how would they be able to learn how to solve it? If politicians don't come at you, if religious leaders don't come at you, if groups, pressure groups don't come at you for certain things you say, if all these gay and lesbian community, so and so community, feminists, all these group of people do not come at you as some of these things you do, you won't be able to learn. It's not a rosy road. It's not, all dandy where you get on stage and you drop jokes. For you to be that master craft person, you go through all these things. Maybe Kevin Hart should come and sit down one day and tell them the jobs he's lost because of jokes he dropped, the deals he's lost, the threats messages he's received, the gun points threatening that he's had. Maybe they should share some of these jokes or some of these stories for us to understand experiences with them, for them to understand that it's not a joke job. Presenters are being chased every now and then. We are in the political season. You see the number.
Some of them are being slapped.
Some of them are being slapped. Journalists are being slapped left, right, center. So will he go and stand somewhere and say Ghanaians hate journalists because one journalist got slapped? Maybe something you did.
Do you know that journalist?
Che.
Apart from Kobe Che, is there any other journalist?
And a few others. 2020, their more will be slapped.
Oh, okay.
Some of them had their phones being smashed. Do you know that journalist?
I know that journalist.
So some of this. So will you say because your phone got smashed, they
I'll not do radio again.
You won't do radio again.
No.
You will do radio. Obi was on platforms the following week. He's going to be on the platform, I think, this weekend.
Yeah, he has a show coming up. Yeah.
And that makes him the comedian he is, because you
have said something.
Experiences.
It is because the dude is strong. That is his words. If it had been any other person, I don't use. But
the job is not for the weak ones. The job is not for the weak ones. You want to be successful. You want to get to the level where you will be called, a legend. A legend. You want to get to the point where you will be called a comedian worth a sort, and then you want to be weak. The weak ones will fall out. Not all those you started presenting with are still presenting.
Yeah,
they fell. Not all those you started writing stories with are still writing. Some of them fell off. You fall off because you are not cut for the job, or you just can't stand it, because the job comes with its own challenges.
Okay.
The new level, new devil, they say.
True. Yeah.
You see, so the bigger they become. I don't think when Obi was starting, he had issues like this. When you are gaining attention, you're gaining prominence, and people are paying attention to what you say. Now what you say becomes heavy. It carries weight. It becomes substantial. So if you are saying something people do not like, they correct you quick, because it holds power.
Okay.
So the very moment you start getting these attacks, indirectly, it's telling you that, look, you are gaining prominence and you need to be mindful of what you say. You have the right to, say any joke, but be ready and have it in mind that there are prices you pay for certain jokes you say. Okay. So just be ready for both sides and do your job as you would do. If the pressure comes, you deal with it. If it doesn't come, hallelujah.
All right, thank you so much. Second solution delivered by Arnold Mazel Evanyo Vibes in 5 and link up reloaded. Now let me read some of your solutions on Facebook. I'll surely come to Twitter again, so you can still put out your tweet at Zylofon 1021. Remember, we are still hashtagging Showbiz agenda until it is numero uno. Now, and Kukweku says, good morning, bruh. Mr. Sammy Flex, GHD, a small thing BI to 10 political. Why? These people should give us a break. Cause small laugh, we go laugh to you people. They take them personal, but at least there is a prize for everything you do. Samini Banetwork says, bruh Sammy, I won't be surprised when our pastors go after our comedians when they do comedy about them, because our pastors are the Satan that God sent to this earth. That's why when someone says something against them, it hurts them. Now Awudu Seidu says, greetings to you all. Shatayaro says, boss, let's support our own. I can't think far. If it is a Nigerian or an outsider, I don't think we will say disrespect. Now Isaac Ajete says he's right, but the problem is not with comedy, how we see comedy, but our tolerance when it comes to religion, politics, and ethnicity. It is same with the Western countries, but they learn to find a common ground to joke about. There is always an opposition to every joke. Even Steve Harvey had some issues last year. Bra Agbo says, Brasame, Lekzy Decomic is a comedian, so Ghanaians should allow him. Frank Somo Ajako says, I agree with Lekzy. I think it is high time Ghanaians accept that it is comedy and not their campaigns and stuff. The big question is, do they attack their pastors if they use them as their preaching topics? Now Adai Popskill says, Shotman Lekzy said it all. Ghanaians are hypocrites too much. Frank Somo Ajako says the hypocrisy is too much. Now Robert Aviga says, Sammy, I'm Robert. If I joke and I said some greedy Ghanaians gave their money to a scammer like Namwan to chop, will it be cool? Okay. Now Edward Basoro Namal says Ghanaians will even attack you even if comedians choose to talk about animals. Someone will laugh and after which would come after you saying that that you were talking about his or her animals, so you should apologize to him or her. How do we eat and enjoy locally made when we don't agree with local comedians? Now Isaac Ajete says he's right. right. But the problem is, okay, I think I read this earlier. Thank you so much. So you can also feel free to share more opinions on the topic on board. That is the problem of the day. Let me move on to my man Ben K for life. Yeah. Ben K,
Chairman,
third solution will come from you. What do you tell us, boss?
Quickly, let me say a very big shout out to Pastor Me and the wife. You know, more fire, me free. Now, comedy as I can. First of all, they've been this saying, or all these years, Ghanaians don't support our own. And I remember some time ago you made it clear say our own interest and some hunubia serve not just say our own you know. So this job we are doing, journalism, media, everything that has to do with entertainment comes with a risk. I always say that refusing to take the risk is a risk itself, which is more even dangerous than you taking the risk, you know. So this job we're doing, once you make your mind that you know, you should be ready, because you can't please everybody. And as a comedian, so there are some do's and don'ts. No comedian would say everything goes because you're a comedian. You know, there are some issues you need to be, you know, very careful with it. Especially as a comedian, you need to check your environment. For instance, you can't be a comedian at a wedding and talk. Use the bridesmaid or how do you call it, diaphragm's dress as a comedy. Say when we say baby atinti, you play with it. It won't be a joke. Though they hired you were so bruta. So you need to check one. People should make them feel inboxed such that they cannot operate. No, that's not what you're saying. But in as much as we are comedians, there are some things, they know. Say, yeah, they will do's and don'ts be as a comedian. You need to be very careful with. You know, you can play. You can do all that you want to do. Even on radio, there are some things that are funny. We can all talk about it, but we'll talk about it with caution. Nyan semi na obetumi aka do funny obi abetuma, but obetina radio so na okasa the ensem bi wo ha obeka ne light people be onkofo be, but afterwards your own people now will not take it lightly. So Charlie we dey o but you need to apologize we dey enkoye. So these things are part of the game. Once you understand, say juma mi ye ni no so hu say enyo obi a na ni beje ni obeye no obetumi make fun obia hu obesre, but afterwards obe approach you say Charlie, it was fun, but these issues, you know, that shouldn't deter you from doing what you are born to do. Okay. Ntino ye tie na lese kana chese ebia ukona obi attack you kakra master attacks nangasa afi na eba. Those comedians we are comparing, any Ghanaian we know, they go through hell that we have no idea about. Now how crowd there, how when they bet you to empire him be bet you to so say, you know, I gotta blow your head. You know, we don't yes our you know, so let's do the thing with the mindset, say one way or the other you can please everybody. You know, like Obi Amponsah case, you know, it was fun, but Charlie, looking at the timing and the era, no, that particular party, no, a woman, it wasn't fun. What I say, so let's check the timings. Let's get updated. Yeah, update you know, with the work and no say Charlie, no matter what, you free education, sir. Okay. Sometimes we better book. Our free education.
We extra classes.
Extra classes, you know. We chop box near there. I buy farmer. You know, fire need it will be our budget. But you have to move on. So can someone what in the found one in the Ankrofa Kebiacho, okay, plus then plus FM. Shatawali issue be a baby just our own acquire what do my FM guy. What you say? The baby just and cow paba sanka.
Pope Skinny.
The fire chairman one day was a chairman, speed you up. And I must say no, chairman, slow down, man. More fire. So let's not that shouldn't. I'm not also trying to say we should always discourage our people. Let's motivate them. Yes, seminar near Befan World Cup. Some of them, once they name comedy, they top. I mean, so we say let's relax a bit. But in our realization, we should also be careful with some of the things we say.
Perfecto. His name is Ben K. He doubles as a gospel artist and one of your favorites. No two ways about that. Anytime you need him for a gig, contact me. Now on Twitter, Salansa Asomide says, Bro, that will help them learn more. Okay, some people just killed him. Let me go for a new one. Nimble Rock, that is Explore TV. It says we put politics into everything we do. GH loves politics, but most people don't understand it. GH likes comparing without thinking about how to build to solve problems. If you are a comedian, balance the joke in both parties so that they fight themselves. Okay, now Salans Asomde is now here. He says, bruh, that will help them learn more and make them serious about what they are doing. Without the issues coming up, they can't even learn. Okay, thank you so much. And who else is here? I've skipped that. Now, Citizen Desmond Theory says, Arnold gets sense rough. Great submission there. Tell him to send me his Momo number for no go feel at the end of the month. End of the month. Yeah, can it see Kofi Asamoah concert no be want be and our pursue be. Now Abobi Teddy says it is an occupational hazard. They must be ready for it. Big ups to you guys in the studio. Now Nyamia Kwa Kwabena Mesa says, Brasami, black hates black. Let's support our own. My brother's taxi has been snatched from his driver last night at Kaswa Fanko. The number is JW 545719. JW 545719. It is Mattis, Chevrolet, ash and yellow color. Please, if you have any information, call our friend, that is Nyamia Kwabena Mesa, on 0244 956 032. Yes, thank you so much for this announcement. Now let's move on. Tilly Akuya Nipa says, Sammy, it is everywhere. Lekzy the comic, Kevin Hart had to step down from hosting the Oscars because of a joke he made some years ago, which they say was homophobic, and he had to apologize again, which he had already done that. Okay, now God is watching you, Gabriel Asamoah Kwabena Princess. I love you so much because they won. Okay, now Ni Okunka Lamte says, you go to a comedy show and you catch feelings. I love that word. You catch feelings. That's Miss Ubofu. Shatabarati says, so you want someone to lose his job or her job sake of our leaders? What should they eat? Obiani Najuma. Okay, thank you so much for your tweet as well. Now Neo Kunka Lamte comes again and he says, Brasami, we just need to be tolerant in order to make the comedy industry grow. I agree with Lekzy the comic. Now Champion Kobe says, Stami, the only topics they can talk about and go scot-free is talking about Circle Boys and Evers. They are used to that. Now Emmanuel Ajinab Akampiam says, just imagine you going to a comedy program and you catching feelings. Okay, no problem about that. Okay, so more of your tweets, but then let them be cool so I can read them without trouble. Yeah. Okay, now let's listen to Lekzy once again, and we'll come back to listen to Kofi Asamoah, Mr. Michaelna, as well as Mr. Kobe Che before the next business. Lekzy the comic.
No joke will land without hurting anybody. If I decide to talk about fat people, slim people will be happy, but fat people wouldn't be happy. If I decide to talk about short people wouldn't be happy, tall people will be happy. If the joke is not directed to you, you would always find it funny. And I feel when people go to comedy shows, they should just psych themselves that we are here to laugh. Don't take things too personal. It is always owned that maybe Ghanaians got to know. I've been warned by a minister of state before. I performed, and right after performing, he came backstage asking, who is that comedian? And I came out like, gentlemen, don't ever talk about the party. They were attacking me. Like the man was so angry, they had to beg him and he said anytime I'm on a bill, he won't show up for the show. Ghana here, one thing about us is you can't talk about religion. They always compare us to Nigerians. Nigerians, they are funny. They are Americans. They even compare us to Trevor Noah, the Kevin Hart. These people attack their leaders. Comedy is the truth, but we present it in the funny way. It's something that the layman cannot say. A comedian should be able to communicate that to generate laughter, without you taking offense to it. But in Ghana here, if you talk about, there was a routine I did last 2 years about men of God, and I think they showed it on TV. My inbox, Mr. Sam, somebody cursed me. He gave me about 30 quotations, curses they gave to some individuals in the Bible. That why should I even talk about their pastor? But I've gone to Nigeria. seen the comedians on stage and their senators and their rich men or whatever, they pick on them and they even give them money. They even want their names to be made. I don't know why in our situation, every time a comedian does something, somebody needs to come and say, hey, it's a bad. When Obi did that joke, if they had not laughed, I think he would have felt bad. It would clearly show on his face. But when he dropped that point, I don't know if you watched. Yes, they were laughing. They were laughing. And we are people that we can blow things out of proportion. Maybe this thing could have slid, but no. They brought it, something that was within a certain auditorium and just a few people watched. Now they brought it out and made it huge. As if that joke could make that party or whatever lose so much votes, which is not cool. Haven't you seen what they did to Trump? They've done same to Trump. Buhari, Kenny Black made fun of Buhari 30 minutes on stage. Buhari, his vice president was there. He was making fun of him. And the man was laughing. So why is it that in Ghana we can't make, and you want us to write realistic jokes, things we can relate to? What can we relate to? If not about politics, if not about religion, if not about tradition, if not about culture, what at all can we write about? Should we go back to the concert party days where Papa bin at Woho and all kind of similar Papa Nikoshe as say Papa the only. But when these people come, they mention Nigeria NEPA. It's like this, Nigeria roads, bad roads. If it was a Ghanaian going to Nigeria to talk bad about Ghanaians to Nigerians, Ghanaians will attack us that why are we spoiling the country to another foreigner? But they always come here and they paint Nigeria black and make us look like we are the perfect country. They've never, and we laugh. But we can't do same. Let me go to Nigeria, UK or anywhere and say I'm comparing UK to Ghana. The next minute people somehow write, and why are you painting Ghana black to the outside world? You could have used the same platform to but every time they come here and they make fun of the bad things in Nigeria and we laugh. Personally, I felt he shouldn't. You can't please everybody. You can't. But the OB I know, personally, I know somebody had to push some buttons before he did that. But because that guy won't apologize for a joke that made like if they had been angry, some were throwing bottles, I think he would be. But if you laugh at the joke and later the reaction he's getting, then then why do you laugh? Recently they said Pornhub. Ghanaians are rated number 2 on Pornhub. But if you talk about nudity or sex, Ghanaians are the first people to come and condemn you. Hey, why are you doing that? Who are the same people going to Pornhub to make us get number 2 on the ranking? We are in a way hypocrites.
We review the news from the show to the business. We call it problem of the day.
Check your time, 59 minutes after 8 a.m. on a Tuesday morning, 14th January 2020. Still here on Showbiz Agenda. Now, let's move on to my man, Kofi Asamoah. He is the CEO of Kofas Media. First time seeing him in 2020, though. Kofi, hope you're good.
Yeah, Sammy, the Akani.
Bibi are very fine. And I'll say,
oh, Sammy, and your crown.
Oh, Saudi, yeah.
Let me just say,
wow, Timmy, a 2 coin quabritre, eco cruise, you know, now also say Yananka, Yanamon Cading.
Sammy, a young coming call.
A yentina coy.
In our bottom quan watching crew. To Wendy.
Let's see, can't start any of you. What's it if you are a denny busy?
Bottom coin.
A watching. Kubotom kwana timi don sashi mu no.
Enrida.
I see. I'm not for say about. I'm not for a test no has here. I'm not check your bottom no bottom.
Advance na on found sakra in show bottom. On Sunday na was ho sa. And carry your dice. Oh, yes, the sticker, sorry. So say,
go Uchiwode. But we are very fine. We are very fine. Aquabanso. 2020 year Tino.
Oh, are they?
Yankoswe. Good. Good. Yankoswe na ensema Lekzy akan.
I think say now no I can say confidently say comedy in Ghana no is doing well. It is at a very steady growth level. Now over the years, the evolution of stand-up comedy now, I think this generation, this new crop of comedians now have really done a great job. And how I almost a do a fan amazing.
But almost no fake.
At least any hun in swan.
F. Mashada bisa obi da osi obrasa na fake.
Say be you may be ayana
fake kakra o.
Some politics kakra o. Sami being a comedian is not a joke. They make jokes, but the business is not a joke. And say one rain year, I will begin say agro keke. And agro juma pa. Na me kind book be. And one writer asked him he described comedy as a sport. I says it do baby it goes beyond it goes beyond entertainment. It becomes a sport. It becomes therapeutic. Intino and yet adia you and even advanced jurisdictions are there will always be repercussions for certain jokes that you make. People may laugh, but it is not to say that they agree. People may agree,
but then how do they react after?
People may agree, but they may not laugh. People may disagree, but they will laugh. Comedy is not about making statements of fact. Comedy is not about making emphatic statements based on happenings or events or narrations of things as they are. Comedy a idea comedian as on a point of view. Ono ama wasre. Sami Lekzy Kasembi say when he makes jokes about fat people, slim people will laugh.
Yeah.
When he makes jokes about slim people, maybe fat people will laugh. The repercussion, and I think the comedians must understand that it comes with the job. Kevin Hart was supposed to host Oscars. He made a joke about LGBT gays. He made a joke on stage, say, so when he wakes up one morning and his son comes to him with BB, flower or something, forgetting the exact joke, he's gonna go like, yo, son, that's so gay, drop that, and the gay community were mad. They were mad, so mad that they started tweeting and calling for him to be taken off the Oscars, and that was going to be his first time hosting the Oscars, and he lost the slot. 10 days to the Oscars. Yes. And these Oscars, they even book you like a year ahead, sometimes 2 years ahead. They know who's going to host it. 10 days to the Oscars, he lost it. So it tells you, and before you get to that point, it tells you that you have been accepted. Sami senka ebi ame na me jina baby na me kan sa joke na nke nyasem, because I may not have that level of attention. Ebia say different persons say ebia se fa kind or kind ko nyasem, because we are building him to a certain point where people have accepted him as Diagro, and I say se fa kind of idea any enye. And to build that, now the same Kevin Hart still makes jokes about LGBTs, but he goes scot-free. But the first time he did it, he paid for it. I think say for both participant patrons of comedy and the comedians, we must understand that sana ejumano etie. Comedians no, so you should always know the environment in which you find yourself. Then you'll be kind to me call wedding. I say now unkofa sebio aselba empabwa ase efambe yinkunya yentwema. What I say e be obetu afọ adam fu bi oto and I say even ayo be man na mu and I say untu me call wedding and say nkofa e bi a be man ne past bi ana oba ne past bi efambe ye joke yentwema.
You can, but I'm sure On what contest?
Yes, and I'm just saying, come out, just say. Ebi asanya where they na say sa nipa no sa be man obetumi aka na asem wo baby fufuro. But the where they are say there, come out. And comedy comes with ethics. That's why some comedians, even after they make expensive jokes, they say na joke. They tell you that I'm just kidding. Sammy, when you go, Trevor Noah has a show, The Daily Show. Yeah. When you watch The Daily Show, sometimes you wonder if he lives in America. Or cut Trump has something to say, you know. And when he's talking, I listen and he says, I think Trump looks like this. I think. What if this happened like this? You know, they are careful because they know legal implications. Abai Emrano so and sa Emrano ni meduma wo Sammy. Emrano nka say we comedian. So they always try to draw a line between creating jokes based on your opinion and defamation. Because the line is very thin. Because what drink today bet me defame obi. Sometimes saying I think say uko. Sometimes it means more than that. But just that I was saying who say baby I share car some no. Obo comedian bo a onim say asumesi we comedian we can ask one pair into nyobia or take it way likely. You don't go there. And supporters of political party, religious party. Sami na Ghana one cap politics, religion, and social. What joke are you going to make? Because the joke must have bearing on our living, everyday living.
And joke is about popular people too.
Yes. It is better when it's about popular people or popular things. It's I can say so yanti and once in you who say so comedian kasa or your comedian.
Yeah, I know.
And a woyi. And a comedian soon say, and no bian a 2 where Jumana say. When they see it like that, Sammy, they will not have a problem. Obiadio Kai, Sammy, they laughed. The same people that laughed are probably the same people coming at him. For all you know, those who didn't laugh, they didn't say anything about it. Or finally say it's a joke I missed. What I say, I think it's two-sided. I will say, it's a joke, you want to say a joke, a comedian on a stage. And as I mean, sometimes when comedians go on stage, they do not even use material or rehearsal. Sometimes they can spend the whole of their time with things around them happening. Like, Obikra Betanasia, the whole joke can be centered around us.
That's true.
And I tell you, DJ crime mistake, it to me a whole joke. I went for a certain comedy show and guy in the bar was Michael Okasa na Emma. Sami 45 minutes or so was about shoes or Jamaica and things that happen. Like the guy, and he saves material. So what you know the first time now, because girl be not someone DJ girl catch a girl so on your bush or back one or testing mic and he made a joke about this DJ and unfortunately for him or a question said DJ M1 and the DJ was playing something else and everything was just falling in place for the guy. And DJ no bought wrong song and be a shot so DJ car say and he made the whole
continuous jokes
was just about that DJ to the sense of even afraid DJ no cross say DJ no Emra. He made a joke about DJ for shoe and look at them buy me who sticker shoe kwana makai. Or make it joke about DJ Nishu. And he told the DJ, say, Omra, now on China there. And when the DJ started walking to the guy, everybody was laughing. He didn't, the guy was so smart. Sammy, that same DJ could have messed the guy show up. So friend be a one man and I said DJ ni buff can say Mempesa and I said but when the DJ understood say he's a comedian he helped the guy. So I mean material be a guy in the bar he didn't say one. Everything was about him and the DJ. But he still scored. So I mean, people laughed and it was beautiful. I think and we are hoping that comedy will grow because for a long time, people say, Ghanaian comedians are not funny. Those who say they are not funny, they don't even go to the shows. But now that we go to the shows, I'm sure we have noticed that there's some. Please let us not kill it.
Okay, thank you so much. Fourth solution delivered expertly by Kofi Asamoah. He is the CEO of Kofas Media. Now let's go on to Mr. Michael Dream Studio Boss to also talk to us what his solutions will be now that we are talking about way out for the Ghanaian comedian to also have his free way to deliver. I want to believe Jerry the comedian is happy because more applause to his people. Make some noise for them. Whoa. Mr. Mike, now take over. Let's listen to you as well.
I said no, but I think something we are missing is that in the creative industry, just like any other job, it comes with ethics. It comes with principles that you need to abide by. And I'm a designer, and for you to design buildings, who designing one year, it's assemble, hobeka, just like comedy, people should know, say, comedy, like Kofi said, it's just about opinion. Once I have the microphone, I say it the way I see it, obi be feely, obi sube bleedy, on there no, but just make sure, say, you are not on the wrong side of the bleeders. Because, and also, now, if people begin to pay attention to what you say, it's also a sign of growth. It's a sign that you're growing. Your backroom na you share jokes, it may not fly. We'll just share it and laugh among ourselves. But once you can mount a stage and deliver your jokes and get people laughing, it's a sign that you're growing. It's a sign that you are getting a certain attention, a certain needed or a certain level of attention, and that should come with a certain responsibility on your part.
Bigger responsibilities.
Now I hear the gentleman talking about Kenny Black. Is it Kenny Black? Sefa Kain and some big names. Now what we don't realize is that before we set out to compare, we should compare on equal grounds. Someone like Sefa Kain, Osha saying no, and he has built a certain image about himself. Sefa Kain rolls with big people, and he even in spite of, if you can read between the lines, even in spite of the kind of jokes he says about them in crowd, there's a certain level of responsibility, a certain level of respect he still has for them. I remember Funny Face was on stage one time, and he used Sefa Kain and the wife. They I think they were late for the show, and they were brought all the way to the front to take their seat, and the wife was in an afro hair or something, and Sefa Kain was
it's usual about
and Funny Face just used that opportunity to say a joke about them. I think Sefa Kain understood it. He got it. The wife didn't. What did I say?
Whoa.
And even in situations like that,
the wife wanted to walk out. Is that video out there?
Yeah, I think it's on YouTube or something.
Then we have to look for it.
Yes, and so that is a case in point. Say, whatever you say has implications, and you should be able to, if you're the type that uses the situational circumstances to say your jokes, I think you should be good at reading body languages. Ebi oha and flyer, just switch. What did I say? Ebi oha, so if they become too sensitive.
But see, Mr. I get you. But this is where the guys are saying that if you also continue to do this, then we're going to stifle their creativity.
It's not true. It's not true. We
let me tell you about this station's manager called Daddy Bosco.
Okay.
I want to use Daddy Bosco because I've heard several people talk about him in that regard. When you are on Daddy Bosco's station as a presenter, to him, there is nothing like a mistake.
Okay.
There is nothing like, oh, I've said something, go and apologize. No. Everything you say, that the Bosco will just give you the applause to even do it more. Such a person, if you are working with him as a radio presenter, you know you always have the floor to deliver, because there is no way he will come to you and say, hey, why did you say this? But there are also some radio managers. Anytime you are on air, they are marking every word you say. One word and you get a message. Why did you say this? Why did you say this? Why are you saying this? Some of them are here, they even come and put off your mic. So see yourself in these two environments as a radio presenter. Which ones would give you that comfort to deliver and even excel?
You see, excelling is one thing, being responsible is another.
Say again.
Me say, excelling at what you do is one thing. Being responsible is another. And we shouldn't confuse the two. We shouldn't say the fact that you are being responsible means that you are stifling creativity. All right. People design cars all the time. All right. There are principles governing the trade, every trade. Now, they know, there are safety precautions they need to put in place to give you the car you need. In spite of all that, we still see the car and we admire the car. And yes, they say, car here come up, So you can still do a comedy with lots of responsibility. You can still design materials and still have it flying.
Where responsibility means what? Because Lekzy had said that if it is about slim people, fat people will be happy. If it's about fat people, slim people will be happy. You cannot satisfy both of them.
Because San Omaya or Madrin say, comedy must always hit on somebody.
And that's the fact. We should talk about someone or something, and obviously that thing is about people.
No, but it's not all the time you can speak about stuff. You want to create laughter. That's the bottom line. What did I say?
Yeah.
Bottom line. You want to create laughter doesn't mean kill somebody. Fine, of course, there are times those things come into the system. But what did I say? Now, can we generate other ways of creating laughter? What did I say? Without now, even if it's about people, say it. Kofi Kabibi said there's a thin line between defamation and opinion. What did I say? It's your opinion, but as you're saying it, on the platform, will be amount for ebesri, but afterwards, and now in the age of social media, say video that Hama. Years later you can go and watch it. Okay, so in my quiet moments, I begin to watch. I just smile Charlie. What come here, Sempa? That exciting moment had passed. The euphoria is down. What did I say? Now, that thing you said, is it revealing something somebody has tried to keep all these years? What did I say? That is where the defamation thing comes in. So you should be very careful. Say, me can't say my mom for asri. A mom for any people are here for fun. But that's why people are supposed to take their time and prepare the material. You're supposed to get a manager to help you read through. What I say? That is Bosco example, it may not apply in all cases, because Abia or what take assembly bar, he may not be there to save you. What I say? So you should be very careful. Whoever gives you the applause, Omo say Hosanna, Hosanna, Omana assembly bar say crucify him. That time unkwana was so you should know, and it should even inspire more creativity. What did I say? In our field of work as an architect, once you're facing lots of limitations, the attempt to overcome the limitations, is what makes you do more and becomes more creative. What did I say? So yes, let's say this is a limitation they are finding. It may be occupational hazards in some cases, okay, but that should push them not to run away from what they are doing, not to say, oh, we are killing that. No. Get more creative. and that's when we'll see said the real substance and will come out.
Yes. Thank you so much, Mr. Mike Ona. He is the CEO of Dream Studios, and of course, if you also need an architect for your business, he is right here for you. Mr. Kobiche will wrap up the discussion for us, and after that, I'll read your final tweets and messages on Facebook. So we move on to the face-off for today. Are we still in the diva thing, Mr. Massive? Let me confirm. Let me see which people will be facing each other today. All right, so we have Enu Baroni versus Sister Fia. Okay, Ebefa. All right, Mr. Chen. Last solution from you, boss.
The bigger picture.
I know. How big is that photo?
Very, very, very huge.
Like the Willie Roy one.
Yes.
Okay. Or the Nana Texan one.
Nana Texan, no.
Okay, good.
Now, first, I want to use this opportunity to thank you so much for bringing this up. I think that you are really helping the comedy industry. You are helping them. Wow.
Thank you, boss.
God bless you for that.
Amen.
And again, I put up a tweet say this year. I want to see more of the comedians going to the hospitals, especially the children's ward to crack jokes for them. To cause me research me say nkwala no sere kra to me hoton any omo yare no into comedians no team this trip no 2020 no call social responsibility call clean the hospitals no call crack jokes ma nkwala no
is this medically or scientifically proven?
Medically scientifically proven. You can do your research.
I see.
Therapy, yes.
And I'm on for yare am for comedy house near mo.
That's me say there boy movie I know to man for three of years yes.
Okay.
But if you think education is expensive, try ignorance. Dabi, Mr. Debi Ameka.
Go be some onka say ni dia. O say oka.
Mr. Debi Ameka say.
O say Debi onka say ni dia.
Dabi won titwi, obi a wo titwi pan.
Mr. Che me mua no. O microphone off. Jai Mr. Che no can asem. Mr. Che ene class can be. Say if you think education is expensive, try ignorance.
Menti so be kanda me na maka.
De bia na oka. Right was.
In education must start if you go final point no. Say comedians na nkasa they need education.
It means they lack it.
Yes.
Good.
Some your research about their craft. And yeah, no one say when your content no wako jina stage. Na sebe waka. You need to scrutinize. You do proper education. Say environment. You be invite so for say City FM for
December to remember.
You need to survey the terrain. Class of people be neighbor. A corporate for event and we should corporate for no best no monsre. It be a sorry to say a zongo community. Joke benefatomo.
I think that's but you must yes anime way you. No, it's not your time. It's not your time, please. It's not your time. Don't even try it. Mr. Che, continue. Jano. Sa o te mic na chia sa o. Onim se na me ya dia me do media.
Intino so much yes has survey na fine bia na okaso mo ye, but I think say they can do better. Omo ye survey no say no. Terina Mikoi. We City FM for programmer. Politicians for if it is good to do it, fair enough, but how are you going to go about it? That is one. Now to the receivers, consumers, and also, I think say so. You need education. Say a comedy. In as much as say there's work ethics. Say they have been paying for nakano. Oh, auditorium say what to eska to ticket. Accra we don't know obusia for say me co concert party. Me co comedy. I say no what koni a crack joker. Na sebe
wakati
baby
wakati feelings
no wakati feelings na we bleed eno crash some crab some me ko comedy me ticket na lo koya me same ye joke about me slap ntino me dra me pie baby da en ko foto me stream on Twitter still na me show Charlie I'm fine na me respond na eno na yakọ yanim
but eno ye wo what me I strong o ebi mu ntimi nye strong sir Go via some de can be anko aha.
Into receivers no consumers no. I think so let's educate the masses. Some more baby sana once with a show team say a comedy no even though them say me kind of work ethics on the comedian side no so almost kwa mfo with him. And again as we be say or interpret jokes on him. Say be a Lekzy can joke na e be a mesre at that point no say na Messi and narrative me trim no say na meti ase na be yes na be na beti ase because truthfully as we be any understanding.
That's true.
About jokes. I know to make a joke be maybe a atimi na mase maybe na afa ayi Mr. Na atrim no ante. And no you can't blame anybody. So consumers let's be very careful about how your quote shows yes you interpret it. Ana sisi an kroma na dia ma we hope an say you can illiteracy rate sabe in penifo no mabo degree no kra na ema ensem bi a we ho kroma obi onim so no city FM for programming we share high class of people our co show some na say the genesis and I mean how jokes works and a comedy works na omodwa no em say almost say be baka say be illiterate no most of them don't even come out to talk but almost say be bo degree aya PhD masters no omo ko social media e ko treble for say don't do this and you can't use comedy, you can't use politics. No. I think say you're wrong. Into no omo imagine say omo bo degree esua de akwanim no say be omo apply sa de na you will feel say you book answer but you go pon chira na so utumi esua de ko chira aya say be ya fanka your life no because I may say sa jokes so me nyina no boko na bia literate for like omo ma school for no omo na say omo fa ne personal
omo na omo kuntokwa no to say letter Sam George Etroy no after the issue he wrote a long message on his Facebook timeline saying that he was even going to cancel he wanted to cancel his next performance at Charterhouse, that is 1026 laughs, and that he was going to be there, and if Charterhouse gives the guy the platform again and he comes to deliver the same joke, they will see what will happen.
And nipa we okra degree okra masters
what means you have a bullet bear 48
was sent to kwai
massive jinawa
of a child to say wapempe no
what means you have a bullet bear 48 on kwa aya waso I swear
hey nani pa we sebe wako school edu echi na say asem we ba na say won sa ni pa na me fi say sebe we ni bie
beti ase
kra babo say no catch we a joke into be NDC for echitafo say ni pa chire yem for is
okotro ne ma sa
and let me even address the kind say or say okochata so people misuse their power because we leader of the NDC political party then you have the guts to say because obi aka say let me use my political influence or my power or my authority to hijack the person who dey grow we shouldn't use our influence to tarnish people's image or to bring people down and chrome is super and I'm not penny into the way young blocking the shine say debe hu ya yan kele no because me na me
ya dey kill man for bebezu agro
udu we bia bokona udi no blacklist na ubekoma na bia ade bia se be hu nya kra ntino peni bia kwakọ block udi no baby
sometimes o ye fast impo ema wano ye de na o jige obi mpo a utimi nya problem confia some problem when you come was ade no
where the upper show well so to conclude I think say education all boils down to education Nigeria for backroma Nigeria for to me I don't know how the Nigerians they do it but before maybe I'm backroma no to me research about NDC and NPP to me be straight NDC kufone mahama ukrom how am abako the to no say but Sam George to me entry statement enko Nigeria FM call first was enko I call you share man visa odu airport wa mon blacklist no
da bia no de omonye
international education no say esua de akọ ma yemfa education no embo ye bra enye book say de besisin crofo okrom ha
Thank you so much. Wonderful closing remarks coming from Mr. Kobiche. Now, let me read the final messages before we move on to the face of edition today. Rhythm of the Gods, once again powered by Extra Large Music. And I hear if you want copies of these songs, you can get them at Boomplay. David Adkareshi says, I remember when I was in Bible school days, my lecturer told us to preach the right message at the right time. Okay, now Delani J says, good morning, senior man. Please, if you could call any man of God who isn't biased to share his honest opinion on why these men of God attack comedians when they make jokes about them, I think it would be more interesting and informative. Thank you. I am Delani. Now, Sami Niba Network says, Sami, I won't be surprised when our pastors go after our comedians when they do comedy about them. Okay, I think I read this earlier. Let me switch attention to Twitter and see who else is here. Lucian J says, Daddy Sammy, please, special birthday request. Help me wish one of my die-hard fans happy birthday. Her name is Benish Nelson. I love her die. God richly bless her for her support from day one till now. Ras Nesta says, Sammy, comedians have the freedom to speak, but after their speech, some jokes are expensive. On the lighter note, tell Kobiche to organize a comedy show called Slapaholic. Okay. Don Yaro says, please tell Kobiche in our Zongos, we also have great comedians and bringing Hausa comedians from Nigeria who are also popular and blah, 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 boom, boom, boom. Now, Sena GH says, this thing Kobiche is talking about, DKB did same thing at KOD's fashion show, and I was really disappointed looking at the kind of people at the event. He was mentioning certain words that were very, very unprintable, which I thought was really bad. Shaking my head. Okay, and then I'll kind of bad. Omo to and then it's answer no omon kada. Sense no almost omon can be that. Omon to bomo DKB near. Now, Sowa says, please tell the man his facts about Kelvin Hart jokes and losing Oscars are wrong. His facts about Trevor Noah are also wrong. Trevor lives in America and his show is an American show, and on American TV we are listening, so he should give correct facts. Okay, is it Kofi Samuel he's talking about?